switcher, shapeshifter, gold grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
I ripped it. All these on my two first, no dribble. These always talking pillar. Thing like scissor, like Giannis, I'm about my business. Yeah, they know what's up. Glizak never gave up. All I know is go and get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg. Hey, these out here broke, they damn nerd. Damn little mama bad as but they diamonds on me fight, Nick and wrist, Ike and Tina. Orange Richard Mill on me dancing just like Bia. Going against Glizak, wouldn't wanna be ya.
I'm a lane switcher, shapeshifter, gold grill, plain, so I could heal the pain quicker. 8-figure, jet set way quicker. Made if I'ma go to date with ya.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the brick. Talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a 2 Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2-on-2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, but too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Denver Broncos. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On play action, here's Nix. Finds his tight end Ingram. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. But you look at this Bronco defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll stay on the ground with Irvin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. And this is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Nick's going to keep this himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt for Denver. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Well, you look at this Bronco defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 6. To throw is Nix. Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Broncos at 7-5 now of the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now it's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And how about this? this one now in their own territory. A gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A run up the middle with Irving. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the thrower. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, my. You know that that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation at a fourth down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spend more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
To the sideline and incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Looking to throw. Open man is Egbuka. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, 67 yards. And the Buccaneers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They'll go play action with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Nix from the shotgun. And he is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
48-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Here's Nix. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. He'll keep it himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. To throw, here's Nix. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with a 21-0 lead already, well, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They had two straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up second and 1. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Third down and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's another Buccaneers.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. A final shot before break. Nix. His throw incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Powering forward. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nix to the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Working out of the gun is Nix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Off the play fake, Nix. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Nix once more. That's taken in by Franklin. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. To throw is Nix. Bryant has it. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going. It's Nix. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there have been stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Mitchell, a gain of 13 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Let's go now.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action here on first down. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a short one here. And a loose ball. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here we go, Shaq. That's Rocco leading.
The man in motion left here, Johnson. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's worked underneath to Mitchell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Buccaneers.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Let's go.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And now look at this. Big gain but fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. And now they'll shift things around. Now it's Nix. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. On the counter, Mitchell. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pick